Ahoy ho, gentle people. Where the hell is my microphone cord? Oh, there we have it. Okay, there we have it. Is the sound okay? Is the video or the visuals somewhat okay? And there is something funny going on with my uh, overlay. What is what's wrong? There's something wrong with me with my uh subscriber counts on the where would that be? Ice corner live. Then we have you total subscriber amount. Total subscriber counts. Okay. My due to hitherto unknown reasons, my everything's fine. Say Jens and Bowie, wonderful. There's the mystery of why my lower that lower overlay doesn't work. I don't know why, but it's irrelevant at this point in time. I should have noticed that a lot earlier. Oh, Peter. And in the studio with me are, of course, as usual, it's just called Stefan. I still haven't gotten around to doing some repair work on his watering can. So, but shame on me. Shame on me. Then, of course, we have Bertil. Let's place him there. And of course, the little lamb that I got from Jens last May when we met in Berlin. That was a wonderful day. Wonderful afternoon with Jens, and that person there was there too to witness the event of me actually meeting Jens in real life. Okay, so why did I pick George Santos? Because he is gay, and he is the first openly gay representative in the House Representative. Jens says George Santos would have been the ideal speaker of the House, the embodiment of modern GOP. The Nassau County GOP office have denounced him. They want him. They just want him gone, but had nothing to do with him. But the reason why that is so, because it's too big of an embarrassment for them, because George Santos made the fraudulent practices of GOP too public. He did it in such an extravagant way, and knowing, and so publicly and openly that he actually, but then again, he actually thought he wouldn't get caught. This arrogant are the GOP. Okay. Um. Let me get you an article. Um. mm, Okay. Why am I? What is that? No. Keep being weird. Okay. Here from Vox.com. Updated actually today. I think it's Friday 13th today. So, yes, Friday 13th. So, basically, um, Santos said that he is, well, he's 34 years old. That we know for sure. And he's the son of Brazilian immigrants. Uh, but he has stated publicly he went to Baruch College, public college in New York. Worked at Goldman Sachs and Citigroup. Eventually became successful financier and starting an animal rescue charity. The problem is that he did none of these. He never went to the college he said he worked in. He went to. He didn't work at the companies he said the respected company he did. He wasn't a successful financier. He never had a charity. Um, he said Santos himself that he just exaggerated a number of things. But the problem is that he lied. That all of it was just a bunch of lies. Okay, and he also his background. He's lied about his background. While it is true that he is the son of Brazilian immigrants, he has also claimed that he's a proud American Jew. None of that is true. There is no evidence of him being a Jew. Uh, no Jewish heritage. Uh, no descent, not a descendant of Holocaust refugees. Uh, Saying he's a proud American Jew, but he softened that claim. He softened that claim to that he claimed he said Jew-ish, like a bit like a Jew, Jew-ish. So just this past December, he admitted he may put a little bluff or no a fluff in his resume. He never graduated from college, never worked at Goldman Sachs or Citigroup, and is not Jew. And this he brushed that one off as embellishment, and he actually he is a wanted criminal in Brazil for check fraud. He's wanted for fraud in Brazil. There we go. And he's not a criminal, he says. Um, Look, he is, and it has been proven with actual factual documents that George Santos, the parents of George Santos are native Brazilians. They have no family relations outside of Brazil in generations. The only non-native Brazilian relative they could find was a great great grandparent who was born in Belgium in 1864 and immigrated to Brazil in 1874 or something like that. But his great 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 grandparent immigrated from Belgium, and this person was Catholic. I think they could prove that this person was not a Jew but a Catholic, and that was in 1870s when this person immigrated from Belgium to Brazil. His paternal great grandparents couldn't track them down. They couldn't track down his paternal great grandparents, but other than that, for his four grandparents, all Brazilian, all eight great grandparents, Brazilian, maternal great great grandparents, Brazilian, except for the one Belgian. So go figure that. Uh, okay, yeah, that's about his how he got. He got with not so big margins. I think I don't know. I don't know how the U.S. Election system works that well. So uh, a Trump supporter, not surprised. Um, he was at the January 6th ellipse rally actually, um, and he has repeatedly claimed that Trump won 2020. Also, he's alleged lying about his resume. It's not alleged anymore at this point. It has been proven to be so. Uh, One of the companies he worked at was involved in a Ponzi scheme. Harbor City Capital. It's been security accused by Exchange Securities and Exchange Commission for being a Ponzi scheme. He cannot prove other anything otherwise, and has it. He said that he loaned his own campaign 700,000 during the 2022, but and claimed income of 750. Also listing millions of dollars in assets, in including an apartment in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil worth of up to 1 million and seven figures in savings. But tell you what, he's broke. The guy is pretty much broke. Um, it's a major shift in fortune for someone he's been evicted twice in 2015 and 2017 for not failing to pay his rent, and being taken to court for not paying his debt debts, and even as late as 2020, he reported income in only one category, compensation in excess of $5,000. By one source, no other assets. The guy's broke, and somehow he came up with $700,000 to of his own, apparently of his own pocket to loan to his campaign in in two just 2 years after having an annual income of $5,000. That's quite interesting, shall we say. Has provided no information on his finances. No surprise, except except that he did admit he has no property. But the guy is broke. The bloke is broke. He had previously claimed he owned 13 properties. I mean, does he really have to keep? Why do I even need to keep going? He has lied about just about every single thing about his life. I think pretty much I mean, he even lied about being a Jew, a proud American Jew, descendant of Holocaust refugees from Europe. I mean, so painful. I mean, it's really baffling how someone can be so how shall I put this? Such a compulsive liar. And even when he gets caught, when he gets caught in a lie, he admits, okay, I made it up, first he just said he just puffed up certain things in his resume. But then later, when he got caught for lying about a number of things, on each of these said, "Yeah, I lied," but gave some try to talk it off. Brush it off as it's not serious. I said that I'm a Jew, but I'm not a Jew, and I lied, and I work at Goldman Sachs. I graduated college, did none of these things, set up a charity, owns 13 properties, and rents them out. Did none of these things. None of that is true. His property, everything else, what he did, also other property, how much he has in cash, what apartments he owns, and stuff that that he's basically a millionaire and owns property in Brazil. But that is bullshit. You'll excuse me. Okay. What I found out. Okay, this is just horrendous. Um, so he is a petty criminal. Uh, Jens, it does. Apparently, it doesn't. I just before I went live, I looked up on it. It does, according to apparently according to U.S. legislation, he either has to um, resign himself, or the House must make a two thirds majority vote to fire him, and getting a two-thirds majority in favor of getting rid of firing him, it will be hard. I mean, look how long it took for them to find a chairman. 15 elections. Do you really think that they would have any chance of getting a two-thirds majority vote, warrant giving them permission to dump him? So someone coercing him into uh, resigning, or getting the House to vote to get a two-thirds majority vote, are the only two options to get rid of him, before he unless okay, we wait they wait until his term is over, or they get him to resign, or then they have to get this two-thirds majority vote to get him out. There's no other way. These are the three options: wait out, two-thirds, or get him to resign. Okay, so what he has been, um, yes, what the crimes he committed in Brazil are just horrendous. Okay, shall we? Brace yourselves. Okay, instead, Santos is just a petty criminal from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. He is currently wanted in Brazil on criminal charges of committing elder fraud. He's been frauding old people, money off of old people, and check forgery. He stole checkbooks from elderly patients of his late mother, who was a home healthcare nurse, and forged the checks to steal merchandise, according to prosecutors in Brazil. His his late mom was was a nurse. He stole from his mom's patients. No real estates in New. He claimed to have a mansion on Tiffany Lane in Oyster Bay Cove, and a quote-unquote Dune mansion in Dune Road in the Hamptons. All eyes. Never. He's a high school. Yeah, he. I think. Yeah, he didn't even. Apparently, he did. This is something I missed. He didn't even graduate high school. He didn't even. He's a high school dropout. And this is something I missed. And it's got some equivalency diploma, which is not exactly the same, but you know. And also, the where did I find? What was it? Excuse me. Okay, he claimed to be a he claimed to be a wealthy man in corporate finance, mansions in Oyster Bay, Hamptons. He claimed he lost four co-workers in the 2016 mass shooting at at the Pulse Gay nightclub massacre, uh, and even spoke at local he got even as far as to speaking at local synagogues for claiming he's a Jew. He's none of those things. And none of the victims of the Pulse mass shooting had any connections to Santos. Hmm. Uh, and his mother, who passed away in 2016, I am glad the lady didn't see what her son ended up doing. At least, coming out, all this coming to public. And Santos claimed his mother was a Jew. Instead, devout Catholic named Fatima, named by her allegedly Jewish, quote unquote, Jewish parents after a Catholic pilgrimage in Portugal. Our Lady of Fatima, the alleged apparition of Virgin Mary in Fatima, Portugal, in I think it was 1920s, 1910s, and 1920s. Uh, and yeah, uh, he's even shedding tears describing his family escaping the Holocaust. Like, come on, seriously. His net worth was $25,000, less than $5,000, and then made just 600. Okay, 600,000. The latter was 700,000, but none that huge. 600 $700,000, huge amount of money. Uh, just few months later, after he had just he had $5,000. A few months in, okay, let's donate 600,000, $700,000. Okay, whatever. Uh, he even more serious are the huge financial claims made to federal election filings. He alleged that, including an alleged many reports appear to be fake. Uh, I would say all. As to huge quote unquote disbursements from DC consulting firm uh, that experienced, yeah, that nobody ever heard of, from a famous DC consulting firm no one ever heard of. How am I not surprised? He's been not paying rent, as stated previously. Oh, and he has actually received Russian money, which is. Are you surprised that he received Russian money? I'm not. I'm not. Okay. Uh, he on a report, he took $56,000 from a Russian money man named uh, Andrew Intrater. That sounds like a fake name. A cousin of Putin crony Viktor Vekselberg, who is under international sanctions. Well, he took money from basically directly from Putin, and then immediately after that, I mean, he was desperate. The man was broke. Okay, so Santos attacked Ukraine. Not surprising, after taking Russian money, claiming that President Zelensky is a fascist totalitarian, and and Santos is supporting the Russian invasion. Under criticism, Santos later backtracked and then claimed he was actually Jewish and Ukrainian. Ooh, oh yeah, I think it was that oh yes, his claim about being a Jew. I think it was some it went some the storyline went something along the lines of his family being Ukrainian Jews who had to flee to America to flee from the Holocaust. I mean, I mean, what could possibly go wrong? What could go wrong? I mean, this man. So this is just we're really, really weird. This guy, and it's a disgrace what he was talking about um, regarding the Pulse nightclub shootings. It's a disgrace lying about that, and he actually he's been married once or in his life. That shouldn't be too much of a that shouldn't you know that honestly that shouldn't be a too much of a big deal that someone's been married before. I've been married before. I know people who have been married more than once. I've met a number of people who've been married more than once, so that shouldn't be a surprise that someone's been married. But he's openly gay. He's openly gay, but he married in 2014. He married a woman, but already within a year, he was living. He was in a relationship and living together with a man while being married to a woman who lived in another household. And this went on to for at least a year until when they broke up. The guy broke up with him, and then at some point in 2016, uh, that I think the lady dumped his sorry ass. Um, yes, he says opportunistic. Yes, to say the least. Jens says my Ukrainian mother um, fled fled the Holodomor through Siberia and Uzbekistan before ending up in Germany. Stalin didn't like the Mennonites. Yes, I know. He didn't like many people. Well, I just noticed that my chat box isn't working for some reason. Um, let's try one thing. Uh, widgets. Let's say, what do we have? Okay, we have widgets. Okay, for some curious reason. Uh, there is very. Oy, oy, interesting. Okay, um I think streaming in ultra low latency fucked up with the chat. The chat in that with the chat widget. So I've been thinking of going back to the low latency mode because I really want to have the chat there. But I don't know. Too bad. Too bad that it isn't really working. Oh no. He's been anyway. Santos has been described a fabulist, a a fake who makes fantasy claims and lies to everyone. Yes, local political observers have characterized Santos as being, let's go like this, being pathologically lying con artist protagonist from the films 6 Degrees Separation, starring Will Smith, or Talented Mr. Ripley by Matt Damon. He fools gullible, wealthy people like most Republicans, and gets them to give him money. And this time, he is such a talented, talented con man that he has managed to con himself into the U.S. Congress. Mm. Let's. Ooh. By the way, uh, I've had very interesting comments. Uh, I think I'll take. Uh, Let me give you a few. Okay. Um. Where do we have? What? Where do I have the comments? Uh. Ooh. Yes. There is some. Ooh. Uh. Ooh. Yes. I think let's let's. Okay. This. Oh. Oh. I'm not quite sure. This was regarding the pronouns aren't real. Let's see. Just a backstory. This person um, wrote a ridiculously long comment on under this video a week just over a week ago. I've been meaning to talk about this earlier, but I forgotten, and I have to make. But I was making planning on making a video about this, but now that I go back to it, I can see uh, um, he I or he she they them they decided to cut uh, to edit their comments, especially the first long comments that they wrote, is now uh, just maybe half of, barely over a half of what it used to be in the beginning. And there were and deleted a number of their other comments that I was you know replying to. So I now I thought I would bring you some fun uh, with with this person's comments, but I just cannot, because this person has ruined it all for me for some for whatever reason. And there was the EU sues Hungary over anti-LGBTQ law. This is something that I've streamed uh 5 months ago. Um, yes, this was in last July, July 22nd last year, that I streamed this video, and this person has given me bit of interesting time, I because this person apparently uh, disagrees with me on the matters at hand in that video, but uh, they dug up what was it? EU Charter 14, Section 3 is about education, okay? And hence, based on this EU Charter 14, Section 3, this person is of the opinion that has Hungary and the Hungarian government are innocent. The fascist government is innocent, haven't done anything wrong, at least with regards to education and dismantling the true, proper civilized uh, education. Big that they have done nothing wrong, and they are only that what they're doing is in their opinion, perfectly legal, and it and something that they should be doing, and apparently everyone else should be doing what Hungary is doing, because it's based on EU Charter 14 Section 3, but it's not. I've had a look at it, and it's like this person is like a flat earther. They find a sentence, they find this person has found a paragraph uh, that they think says that they think uh, it says what they wanted to say, but it doesn't. They don't see the bigger picture, and because they're like a flat earther. They pick one thing that one thing a sentence that fits their narrative and run with it. So, and this is like one of those people. Um, and this person actually didn't run away when I because so far people who have behaved like this person has have run away. Like they've chickened out, and I've never heard of them again when I've challenged them for a debate. And this person has not has actually not run away when I made the challenge. Actually, just a moment. Oh, okay. I think I'm actually getting. Yes, as I said, this person who was commenting on the Hungary video, uh, didn't run away when I suggested we should have a debate, and actually, I am now expecting an email from from them. You know, as trying to we're now attempt are now attempting to get an actual live debate with this person. Uh, and this will obviously be arranged on a third party channel. Uh, not obviously not on my own channel, because that would I told this person that it would be on a neutral third party channel, uh, because that would be just it would be un I think it would be just um would be just fair. It would be, on neutral territory, to do it on a neutral territory. Uh, so I wouldn't want to have any anyone calling me, saying that I had the home field advantage or something. So just keep it keep an eye out for that. Uh, keep an eye out for this. I may or may not have a debate at some point regarding the Hungary issue. But as it is how it is. And please, by the way, I almost forgot. Please check my most recent beer video. I'll link it in the chat, like so. So. So, any thoughts about the subject of tonight, the topic at hand with Mr. Santos? His frauds, his lies, him taking Russian money and then bashing Zelensky and his government, and then almost immediately taking it back and saying he is actually a a descendant of Ukrainian Jews. Mm. If there isn't anything special, please, I think it's there. Click the subscribe button somewhere around here. Should be the like button, thumbs up, and tickle the notification bell down here, and share this video, and as well as my other videos, my channel would be highly appreciated, really. And it's me, Stefan. Oi. Oops. And the sheep. And back to. Yeah, there is being cut to. Yeah, try. Yes, that's just like his idol Trump, precisely. And this is a good moment to end this video for tonight. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.